Now here we are, Nneka Ogwumike, a big game tonight. Every game is a big game, and in this league at this moment in your career, and of course for any professional franchise, you have to win at home. And tonight was a big night, a double for you.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just glad that we were able to get the win. Still have a lot to work on, but that's good when you can win and still know that you have more to work on. Those are the types of wins I like to get.
And of course, each game is in season. It unfolds as it should because of the new character alignment, the new personnel with the Sparks, and the road trip a little different. But coming back now and getting back on the winning track here at home. But talk about the quick road trip and then another one right after tonight.
Yeah, I think that we have everybody's best game, and it's going to be difficult winning on the road. When we opened in Indiana, we could have done a little better, but each game towards Atlanta and New York, we were able to learn a little bit. We didn't have much time to practice.
Yes.
So coming back after that trip and having a few days of practice and rest, it really helped. So I think that we're going to be very prepared to go into this back-to-back with some wins. Yeah. And
again, being a long season, this is the time where Coach Agler is going to really look at personnel chemistry and changes and rotations and see how everyone contributes to their role when they're called upon.
Yeah. We all know that. He makes it known. He makes sure that we all understand that we all have different responsibilities, and I think right now he's trying, as we're learning each other, he's learning the rotation, so that's what we're trying to figure out.
Nneka, tonight, a big fan situation, Pride Night. Very, very big for the fans, and of course to the Sparks to really support that as well.
Yeah, I think that it's good for us to be able to reach out to the community. It's important for us to understand that we respect everyone, and so I think that's what the Sparks are all about.
Okay.
Yeah.
Again, now a quick road trip. Right back, right on the road again tomorrow.
Yes, back on the road. We have Dallas. They're a great offensive team, so we have our work cut out for us. But I know we're going to prepare well.
One quick question about the opponent tonight, because you're giving them respect with Cappy Pondexter, but they were very big up front, 6'5", 6'7", 6'5". So you had your work cut out for you, at least on the boards and doing the things that you needed to get the ball rebounded and out, but also to stop them inside. Talk about Coach Agler's tactics on that.
I mean, he told us that they were very deep in the post, so we made an effort to be as aggressive as we could, but we also had to help the guards because they're posted a lot of screens. So it was up to us to be communicators and to be aggressive on the ball.
Okay. And the media is always going to come around and talk to you, Nneka, so we will stand to the side and let them get to you as well, because you're such a popular player, and of course your legacy continues to grow, continued success, and thanks for a good game tonight.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right. Nneka Ogwumike, the reigning WNBA most valuable player, and she is going to be giving the Sparks each and every time she's out lots and lots of support and bringing back the big win as well. We'll be back with more of East LA Sports Scene. Okay, now finally catching up with Candace Parker. And Candace, it's always good to see you again because you bring the spirit of the Sparks here, the winning attitude, the backbone of the team, you want to call it. But again, big night tonight, a big win on Pride Night here for the fans as well.
Yeah, we were able to, come back off the road. Obviously, we've had a little break, able to kind of practice a little bit, but get the win against the Chicago team, and before we go on the road for this back-to-back.
And again, we haven't had an opportunity to speak to you until right now, Candace, but again, looking at the new players on the team, the chemistry, and Coach Agler is doing his best to really bring the team all together and find out the positions and the roles that each player is going to play.
Yeah, I think, everybody's kind of getting acclimated. We've got some new additions coming in, but, they've done a good job of learning the system and, obviously fitting right in.
And, of course, picking up with the rhythm of Sparks basketball on the quick outlet passes, get up court, penetrate, look for the obvious drive, but also kick out, or sometimes, and most of the time, I'm able to post up with you, Nneka, and Jontel Lavender. Talk about tonight working against the Chicago Sky, because they did present 6'7", 6'5", 6'5", and, of course, Cappy Pondexter. Your thoughts about going into this game tonight against them?
We know they're a good team. They have size. They have, players that can score the basketball. So I think, it challenged our team defense a little bit, but we were able to kind of keep them off the free throw line in the second half and play good, solid team defense.
And Candace, just quickly, in the locker room here now or in practice, whenever the Sparks are together now, the thoughts now of a champion when you're playing together, how infectious has that become here with the new players as well?
Well, I think, obviously that's a long distance goal. We know it's day to day. We have to do what we have to do to get better and take steps forward. And I think that, we're doing that and it's coming together slowly.
Okay, last question here, Candace. Knowing that the community is here in Los Angeles, the big fan base, and Pride Night, not to overlook that, but it was very important tonight. Your thoughts?
Definitely. I think it was a great atmosphere. The fans were out, and, we're excited to get the win tonight.
Okay, quick road trip and then coming back next week.
Yes, 3-game homestand. That's what we need next week.
And you think also this, as they say, sometimes when teams get on the road, there's more of a rapport building going on with the players because there's more time to be with each other, whether it's socially or whether it's, of course, in practice. But that type of an attitude when you're on the road, does you feel it really helps them to bring the team together?
Definitely, I think so. When we're on the road, we're able to kind of go to team dinners. We're able to kind of, talk, airplane travel, whatever. So I definitely think it builds team camaraderie.
Okay. Candace Parker, thank you very much, and keep leading the team on.
Thank you.
Okay, East Philly Sports, we're going to be back with more in just a moment. We'll be right back. Good.
Congratulations on 300. How does it feel? It was kind of tough to get that 300 tonight.
It was a struggle. I think any time when you don't shoot the ball very well from the field, it looks sort of like you're playing ragged or ugly, and it looked like that for us tonight. Fortunately, our defense is getting better, and it sort of kept us in there. And fortunately, we got to the free throw line, which is a big part of our offense.
Coach, again, congratulations on a huge win for you, career-wise, but even more importantly, a grinded-out win that you're going to need. These are going to be very important games and protecting the home court advantage. Your thoughts on the game tonight?
I thought Chicago come in and has improved and competed hard. They've got great size and depth around the rim, and they've got some very good guards that can score. So I thought they played to their strengths. I also thought we played pretty solid defensively. They're not the easiest to defend. But offensively, even though we only had 7 turnovers, so it wasn't like we weren't getting shots on goal. We just had a hard time putting the ball in the basket. It wasn't a typical Nneka Ogwumike night. We're used to her shooting 70%, and she just didn't shoot the ball real well tonight. But she competed hard. Elena Beard competed hard, and overall our defense played well and sort of gave us an opportunity to win.
In your backcourt, Williams and Sims came in and contributed and did what they are supposed to be doing as role players and as substitutes and reserves. Your thoughts on their play tonight?
I thought Raquana's starting to give us some really good minutes. I wish she would look to be a little bit more aggressive on her jump shot. I do think she needs to work on her finishes. I think Odyssey sitting out for 10 days or so, really, you could sort of see she was a little bit rusty for game speed. But I think over the weekend she'll play a lot better.
Last question, Coach. A quick road trip, and just in one moment, just come home, then you're going to go right again out on the road. Your thoughts on road trips being chemistry and team building situations?
Yeah, you get a lot of time to spend with your teammates, traveling and eating and those kind of things. So I think that last road trip helped us in that way, and I'm sure this one will too. But, you still got to play the game, and we got to try to find a way to keep improving and get our offense going a little bit here going into Friday.
How do you find a way to keep improving when the team hasn't played together a lot of time?
With this league, and because we fly commercial and we have quite a few games. We got a back-to-back coming up. You have to do a lot of your improvement through conversation and watching film, walkthroughs. So, we'll practice on Thursday. We'll watch film tomorrow when we get to Dallas. We'll practice on Thursday. We'll play Friday, and then we fly to Phoenix and play that night. So our prep for Phoenix then will be just a walkthrough in the hotel when you go and play. So it's difficult, to not get on the floor and do some things. But you sort of talk it through and you communicate that a mature teams can find ways to improve other than just practice. You can talk it through and you can walk it through, and that's what we're going to try to do.
I want to talk to you a little bit about Sarni. We've seen her minutes kind of decrease over time a little bit, even though she's put big numbers. How do you see her fitting into the rotation from here on out?
I think she's going to fit in. this is the first time we've had everybody healthy and on the bench ready to play. You know, the first 2 games at home, you know, Essence just flew back in. Raquana was sort of banged up, so Sydney got that opportunity. So, just like I tell all of them, you know, every single person in this room is going to get their opportunity. So when you get it, be ready to take advantage of it. So next time, like Friday night, it could be her time. So she just got to stay ready.
Coach, what does that say about your team? They didn't shoot well, but they still pulled a victory out.
I like our resiliency. I like how we fought defensively. We had some very good stops. We also had some big baskets and big plays down the stretch to get ourselves to the free throw line. So, you know, we're still, to me, a work in progress right here. We got to iron some things out. I know that everybody's sort of thinking, you know, remembering how last year went and how we were playing, and you know that was down the stretch and those things. But every year's different. This year's different. You know, our team got together at a different time. So we don't make excuses. We just know we got to get better and we got to get things ironed out.
Is the women's game more physical right now than you've ever seen, or is it about the same?
Honestly, I think that they're, you know, calling a lot of fouls. So I can't say that it's more physical right now.
I have a question regarding Odyssey.
Okay.
Like you said, she was out for 10 days, iced her ankles immediately after the game. Is she practicing like normal, like on a daily, or do you see her like restricting her minutes at all, or are you concerned with her ankle at all as far as becoming an issue?
No, she hasn't been restricted at all in practice. We got back on Wednesday, took Wednesday off and Thursday off. She practiced Friday and Saturday full go. We took Sunday off, practiced Monday full go. So she's had 3 solid practices, but practices aren't quite like games. You know, it's a little bit different. So I think this tonight will really help her in preparation for the weekend. Okay, thank you.
Thanks, Coach. Okay, and that's going to do it from Staples Center here as we witness the LA Sparks defeating the Chicago Sky 79-70 in their final. And again, it's good for the Sparks to keep their home court advantage here and keep their unblemished record here of at least 3-0. Now they've moved to 4-2 overall, but more importantly, they're going to go back on the road again for a quick road trip and come back, and then they have a 3-game homestand starting next week. So we should be back here next week with more of East LA Sports Scene's coverage of the LA Sparks. So that'll do it for Erik, Sarni, and Alfred, Perez, Rico Cabrera. Thanks for watching this edition of East LA Sports Scene, and keep watching. We will be bringing you more content as the days go by. Take care, and we'll see you soon.